Hello, hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Everyone's had a wonderful, wonderful day or is about to have a great one wherever you are. Let's begin with lighting up our candles. Let's light up candle for Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Here it is. Okay. Alright, the fan's also not too far. Okay, anyways. Archangel Chamuel. Here you go. Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Raphael. Yeah. You don't think the fan's too fast. Yo, and we also have a special. Hold for a second, guys. One second, I've got this special candle. My husband ordered it. He insisted, literally. It's a very fancy in the sense, you know. It's not a scented version, it's a very cute one. It's an evil eye candle. So it's so damn cute though. So I'm gonna like light this up as well. Just set it up here only. Yo, I got it running. I think the fan's too fast, yeah. Okay. Okay, ooh, burning bright. All right. Okay, let's say a short prayer, all right? 1 second, just join me should you wish to, and otherwise just bear with me for a second. Okay. Oh, okay. My hands, they feel so light without my rings. There you go. I always just take them out every once in a while to just sanitize the hands properly, moisturize, and then put them back. Here they are. The weight's back. Alright, let's begin our reading. Or should I just move it? Hang on, guys. Just a bit. Yeah, it's much more better now. Okay. Well, the candles are flickering really hard right now. Really hard. And the fan's like literally at its usual speed. I don't think it's really that fast. I don't know. Especially the evil eye candle is just going bazongas right now. Okay, anyways. Okay, so there could be a lot of, opposite energy, negative energy around you, my collective. A lot of opposition energy, if you know what I mean. A lot of competition energy could be around you. That could also be it. Confirmation if you heard that. Okay, so let me begin with my downloads. Okay, what did I not cover the last time? What I didn't cover last time was, okay, let me just begin with this because it keeps on coming over and over and over and over again. All right, so it is fire. You know the fire that we associate with, right? The fire bit, that those flames that are like really coming out of the candles right now and just like literally just, you know, like screaming at me right now. I'm telling you, the fire bit. Remember the seraphim, which is a fire of the divine, right? Fire of God, right? It is literally that somehow just been coming recurringly. Like it literally just, and what was given to me by this fire was like, you are no longer the target, you are becoming the weapon. It's something like you are now raining fire on your enemies. I'm gonna call them enemies, right? So that's what it is. You are no longer the target, you are becoming the weapon. You are raining fire on your enemies. So good, congratulations collective. This has been a great shift, and we moved this like a little while back, but it's like completely turned now. That breakthrough that you were waiting for is here. All right, isn't, like I said last time, it isn't like 2 days after, it isn't like a year from now if you do this, it isn't like in the next cycle or something, or it isn't something like, oh, if you finish this season and the next season will be this. There's no nothing like that. It is literally now in the now. So that breakthrough is here. Congratulations. And what does that mean? That now you are God's weapon. You've been crafted as God's weapon. You're no longer a target. You're no longer that person that everybody was very comfortable, was in fact enjoying targeting. You're no longer that person. If at all, I think I would go as far as saying that they might be just actually teeny weeny bit scared of you right now. Might be, I'm sure, because they know that the karma returns like that very second. You're surrounded by fire, purifying fire of the angels, of the seraphim. So they are not taking this lightly. There's been, like I've been saying this over and over again, that this has been happening for a very long time. People got very, very comfortable, doing certain things to the chosen ones, and now it's like, no, it will no longer be tolerated. Put that down on a piece of paper. Just so you know, you think someone's doing something very stupid or something very smart as they might deem it, so just so you know, it's got to be dealt with fire, and it'll come from the divine forces. So hang on for a second. There is a lot of envy around you, collective. There really is. I can see why my husband insisted. I already said, like, I have like plenty of candles. I've got like gazillion other tea light candles and other candles also, like scented ones, and he was like insisting, no, you should get this. Like, okay. Well, I still don't want it, and we got like 2 of this still. Anyway, so okay, let me move ahead. Okay, I don't know if you read the news. Did you hear about Atlas, the comet Atlas that is coming? If you remember my download Atlas last time, like I did that read today's Tuesday. So the last reading was on Friday, right? And in that reading, I told you the Atlas, they kept on poking at Atlas. So the comet Atlas is heading our way. I don't know whether the reports are true or not, whether it's going to miss us or not. I don't know. I do not know that, but it's certainly news. It's certainly it's worthy of your time to just keep a track of Comet 3I Atlas right now. A lot of people are saying it would be hitting, but at the same time, I think there are certain reports that are saying it's just going to just miss Earth by just a fraction of a bit. So I don't know which one is true. I haven't done my research on it, quite honestly, but I know that much, that it's there. Atlas is here. I don't know whether we evoked it or Atlas was on his way and we got a gist of it. I don't know which one came first. Okay, by the way, guys, when Atlas was given to me, I mean after Atlas was given to me, after that reading ended, between that reading and this reading, I do not know why Apollo also came in through. Apollo is Zeus's son. You must have heard about Apollo, these missions, right, that NASA had, Apollo, and Apollo 13 being one of the most most famous ones, most talked about ones, right? So you must be knowing about Apollo from there, is what I'm saying. Again, this is like a very Greco-Roman mythology, and Apollo was the son of Zeus, one of the many children of Zeus, of course. Zeus had many kids, but Apollo being one. I think Apollo was deemed to be like one of the most legitimate ones, the ones like they will take over from Zeus, ones like really I think he was also deemed very like the most beautiful creature in the entire, creation, something like that, something on those lines. Let me just see. He was son of Zeus, recognized as the god of archery. Yeah, so he was the one, in fact, it is said that he was the one who introduced archery into our world. Like, he was the one who came up with the bow and arrow, the whole quiver thing, arrows, bow, everything. He was the one who came up with archery. The concept of archery came in, it took birth because of Apollo. So music, dance, he was very much into music and dancing, and he represents truth, prophecy. He represents prophecy, visions, and like I said, truth, foretelling truth, healing diseases, sun and light, poetry, like everything beautiful. Yeah, this man, this deity, Apollo, what was important here, and he was also considered to be the most beautiful god. I just told you that, and he was considered to be one of the most beautiful creations, like really, really handsome. And he is what his mode of commuting is. His mount is the chariot, and I think chariot, the chariot card in tarot, I link it with Archangel Michael. And when Apollo that image was given to me, I know the first thing that cropped in my head was Archangel Michael's personality, like his sword. Obviously Apollo doesn't carry a sword, he's an archer, so I'm sure he's got those things in his hand. But with Archangel Michael, it's that sword of his that is it's iconic, right? His personality is around that sword that he wields, and he's very handsome. He has that blue purple light and everything. So the first thing, and he is on, like, in my head, I see him on a chariot in my head. I don't know whether really he commutes on a chariot or not, but in my head and in that tarot card, he looks to me on a chariot. And the first thing I was like, Apollo has to be equal to Archangel Michael. That has to be tarot equivalent of Apollo, the Archangel Michael, and Apollo. I'm saying that must be equivalent, like in the sense, like that is the representation in tarot that we have of Apollo. What else? And he's represented as ideal. Apollo is represented as ideal, and so is Archangel Michael. Like, he's the most perfect one, like really perfect. He can get angry, yes, but he's like the perfect god, the perfect angel, right? And Apollo he's an oracular god. Again, prophecy, he's into foreseeing, he's into truth, he's into visions. He's the god of all that. So I think Apollo came in because we are into that same belief system. We believe in the same belief system. I don't know how he came in, but he just kept on coming in. Apollo, every time I wanted to think about Atlas, Apollo came in. And it was almost like that Atlas chapter is done, and God was like, okay, that's done, that's all I wanted you to know about that, but now talk about Apollo. He just kept coming in. I had to correct myself every time I thought about Atlas, it was Apollo. Every time I talked about Atlas, it was Apollo. I was saying Apollo. So I don't know, we'll come to know as we move on. We'll come to know what's his relevance in our reading is. But he's a god of, like I said, he's an oracular god. He's into prophecy, he's into poetry, he's into archery, he's into, so all of this, he's into healing, and there's some relevance here which is connected with us. That's how he's connected with us. Hang on for a second. His name is drawn by, his chariot is drawn by the swans. Apollo's chariot, guys, is drawn by swans. I wanted to see which ones. There are two different creatures in our chariot card, right? Let's see if we can just pull out chariot like that, just like that, if we can. Archangel Michael, if you can just please peep. Just want to check your, here it is. Here it is. Here's the card. All right, and these are two creatures. They are not like from this world. These two creatures are very Egyptian-like, no? See, that head thing is like purely Egyptian, and they don't even look from this world. Their faces are like very human-like or god-like, let's say, right? And the rest of the body is very animal-like, almost like Sphinx. But I don't think it has any relevance in Egypt. If you look around, these are not Egyptian buildings. Absolutely not. These are like, that's why these are like all timeless things. They're like They have relevance in different realms, different dimensions, different realities altogether. Just look at it. This is so Egyptian. If there's anything Egyptian in this, other than my eyeliner, this is purely Egyptian, guys. These two creatures. I just want to see when Apollo, he rides his chariot just like Archangel Michael in my head, like I said. His is drawn by swans, but Archangel Michael's apparently is drawn by these two animals. Animalistic creatures, I would say. I do not know whether they're animals. They look like they have very human-like face. I don't know what to call them. Alright. And the Fool. Okay, there's something about the Fool also. The Fool card. Hey, the Fool card is right here. My God, do you know, guys? Wow, this candle has like literally, it's almost halfway through, bruh. Arey? Such evil eye, bhai. It's burning so fast. Come on. Karmics, just slow it down, guys. Slow it down. Take it easy. Do not be sending me so. Really, it's just. If I know, I think this is going to like. Literally, this is going as fast as this. Let me see if I can show you very quickly. See, it's gone. This much of it, and the wax is all over my downloads. Anyways, sure, it's burning really, really, really fast. In fact, all the candles are burning very fast today, like very like types. And there's so they're like fighting really hard. It's almost like symbolic of them fighting negative energy. Like even when you do like a diya in your mandir, if you hear a lot of sound, right? A diya, like when you're lighting it up, it makes a lot of sound. It means it's fighting a lot of negative energy, opposing energy. All right, so thank you so much. They're working really hard. Okay, anyways, so the Fool card, I was saying the Fool, I think they have a download on Fool also. This is not like a coincidence that it was right here. There's a Fool download, it said. I think it was in Psalms, if I'm not wrong. It was in Psalms, it's between 13 and 14, where it says, when God says, there are like two kinds of people. First is the fools. Now, he's not calling us the fools, right? It's not like the innocent are fools. He literally says the fools equals wicked. Wicked. It says the fools are the wicked. And the second category, the God says, are of just people. And these people he terms as my people. And what is the other thing he said? My people. Like the poor. There he says the poor. Poor, I think, because I think there is a lot of oppression that the just people go through, right? So it just seems like the circumstances might seem like when there's so much oppression happening, on the just, on the child of God, and the person who's just, just being on the righteous path, it just feels like that person is poor, if you know what I mean. That feeling is of poor, of lack, right? That they're not able to like control their reality. When they're not able to control their reality, when they're like when they seem helpless, when they look like they have been left out in the cold, when they are in that Five of Pentacles energy. Oh my God, I'm sure it's right here somewhere, the Five of Pentacles energy. And so this was also like was given to me today. Then there was other thing that was given, that was crowned. I think collectives, one of you has, is getting, oh my gosh, this candle is going to be done by the time we finish this reading, guys. It's going to be done well. Anyway, so there's another, I was given, like I was saying, I was given crowned. So one of you collective is getting a superpower, and either you're going to be like blessed with a power that is, an equivalent of crowning. You're like being made, like, let's say you're heading like a mission. It could be like that you are heading like a bunch of angels, who knows. That's what your next mission is. That's like you've been crowned somehow, like crowned as in you've been given. This is not a gold medal where you're like you've come first. It's literally like you're reading. You've been crowned, it says. And not just this, and in fact I'm watching something else right now, and there was a crowning happening in that also. I was like, oh wow. So a confirmation on that, someone's being crowned. And in that, I'll tell you what I was watching. I was watching Kurukshetra on Netflix. It's come, this animation series, you must watch it. Oh my God, it's like 5 on 5, guys. It's, if you are even slightly inclined to just have a peep into our mythology, you would love it. They're like literally, I think, in about 18 episodes and about 18 warriors. It's about the Kurukshetra battle, the Mahabharata battle, and it's beautiful. The animation's beautiful and it's directed really, really well. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love them. So just take out time. And I just finished it. I watched the last episode and where Yudhishthir was finally crowned, and this is that crowning. I was like, oh my god, I had a download also today that said crowned. So something about your crowning, something about your leading people, something about you being, that's what came to my mind first, that you being the mission leader. You're now leading a mission, right? It could have like multiple people, like many chosen ones. It could have angels. Oh my gosh, this is not going to survive. The evil eye candle is not going to survive much longer. Wow, thank you so much for your service though. It's working super hard to protect me right now. Okay, so what else was I given today? I was also given divine promise of assistance. So somebody, I do not know who needs to hear this, but the message that was recurrently told to me was, be strong and steadfast. Be strong and steadfast. Be strong and steadfast. Literally these two words, being strong and be strong and steadfast. It came in 3 times. I was like, this is becoming too much. Be strong and steadfast. So what was given to me, it is literally, I was taken to, so I think there's someone who's probably just, it could be you're going through a difficult time, you could be like going through a challenge. Just take it as a challenge, just so you know that this is going to go on. This is like a loop. If there's, there's not exactly an end to it, if you know what I mean. That if you overcome one challenge, then there's another challenge. That's life, right? That's how you live life. So you need to understand, don't be disheartened or what. I do not know what you're going through, but Divine wanted you to know. Why don't you read Joshua, the book of Joshua. It's one of the books in Bible, and literally the chapter 1 I was taken to, and the name of the chapter is Divine Promise of Assistance. And we have this promise word by divine coming in, like it came in the last reading also. In fact, I have that right here, right? That also came from the book of Joshua, wherein he says, the same forces, something about that, right? That is, the God has been faithful to the promise of the land, right? It was literally this, and there was like 3 conditions that all you have to do is like just to maintain your faith, just follow the rules of do's and don'ts that we have, right? Like there are certain things that you're not going to do. It's not like, okay, we are fighting the bad guys, so we'll do bad things. We can't do bad things. We are not going to. No, it's not like can't. Okay, let me rephrase that. But we won't do it. We will win this battle. Like, wow, hang on. There's a lot of negative energy, guys, right now. Okay. There's a shit ton of negative energy around me right now, but I know I'm protected by my angels and Seraphim. Thank you so much for allowing me to give this reading, give the messages to the chosen ones and to all the others who have to listen to it, who have to hear this word today. Anyways, so what else were we at? So this is like something about the promise. So I don't know whether you're like losing faith, or if you're like, it's getting tired, it could be exhausted. I've been there. Literally. It just literally happens like twice a week. We get exhausted. We all get exhausted. That's perfectly okay. All right. I'm sorry, collective, if I'm like distracted, it's because the evil eye candle is distracting me right now. So, okay, so anyway, so yes, we all have been tired. We all have been there. It gets too heavy on certain days. That's how it is. Just suck it up. That's all I'll say. Suck it up. It's okay. Maybe you might want to there are times I was just, talking to Divine, and Divine was like, okay, and I was telling Divine, I just get so tired, so I did this reading after this. It was like 11:30 and I was so tired, and like Divine was like, maybe, how about you don't eat all that processed food, the super processed food that you eat, you binge on. How about you don't eat that? and so maybe you can take that advice. Maybe you can just change a little bit in your diet. That would help you. This was given to me. So God didn't, the Lord or God, right, did not tell me, okay, theek, just don't do. Maybe just make one reading. They didn't say that. My divine, as in when I say they, as in I see them as multiple deities, right? Whoever is talking to me at the time. Or it could be the universe, the spirit of the universe that could be talking to me. So it is, they didn't say, okay, achha, theek hai, we can understand. You're like, oh, so much commuting. I'm sure you get tired. It's okay. Chalo, ek reading kar lo. No, is it, how about you change? You change something in your environment, what you're taking in. How about you don't eat processed food? And I'll tell you, I was like almost, and I was like, oh, take it today, okay, fine, okay. I heard it in this. There are things that like, okay, I didn't like immediately started following it. It wasn't like, oh, okay, aaj se hi change kar dete hain sab kuch hai, ya kuch hai. But I know at the back of my mind, that's what they were like. They literally went on to say, when you eat all this, you become more sluggish. And when you become sluggish, it just is, everything is much more heavier for you to like just pull through, isn't it? So like, wanted me to focus on healthier stuff, so it might be a good advice for you guys too, so although I just ate a lot of junk food, but but I did not eat any of that during my day, and I'm going to cut off some of it. Yes, I'm going to take divine seed, to their advice and everything. But it might be, if at all you feel exhausted, come back to the point where it is relevant to you. So if at all it is, you feel tired, you feel exhausted, and that tiredness, and in that being, when we are like superly exhausted, we feel everything is like, is it even worth it? Oh my god, this is aching, that is aching, do I have to do this? It's so long. No, what do I have to, can I do this the other way? Can I just like turn this? Maybe I just, next week I'll do 4. Something like this, that's how your mind thinks. You just have to pull through. Just like I said, the easiest way is just suck it up. Just don't give that leeway or that wiggle room to yourself. Just do it. Like, I know that today I'll tell you what, I had like a gazillion things planned. I still have to like put lights back out. Like, tomorrow's Gurpurab, so I want to like put those string lights back on. Like, I still have to just do that. Still, it's 10:10 already, and I have to do those things. I still have to cook dinner. As in my husband will be helping me, of course, or we'll be doing most of it, I don't know. So there's still dinner to be cooked, there's still that work to be done. I still haven't like really changed from my office attire even yet. So imagine, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I can just either think about it, overthink about it, and do none of it until it becomes too heavy to like handle and just give up. Or I could just suck it up and say, today is my day. Today is Tuesday, right? I do my reading on Tuesday. That's what I just did. So I do my readings on Tuesdays. I'm going to do my reading on this fucking Tuesday. That's how it's going to be. And that's it. So that's how it is. So there are 2 ways to it. And I have been there, my friend. I have been there, my brother, my sister. Trust me, it happens to us literally. It happens to me at least twice a week. That happens. Even on other days when let's say you don't have to do reading, you don't have to do anything else, you don't have to do some other meditative practice, you want to like pray well, you want to just do that extra bit, it becomes heavy. It does. It becomes, I'm going to have to like, okay. It becomes heavy. It literally is gone, guys. I'll show you. The evil eye candle. It was that much. Thank you. So there you go. Alright, so if it has become, I can imagine, are you feeling like this? But I would say, what you can do is like literally just stick to a timetable. That would help you. Just do it no matter what. It is what it is. You have to do this, you have to take a bath at the time, you have to take a bath. You have to like do your puja at the time, do your puja. Do whatever it takes. It is just do it. Don't overthink it. Overthinking and whatever. ज़्यादा से क्या होगा? अच्छी नहीं होगी उस दिन, ऐसा होता ही नहीं है. There are a lot of times I think, I was like, and God's exactly right. That's exactly how I feel. I did not even know that expression of how I was feeling when God said, you feel when you eat all that, highly, overly, intensely processed food, you feel sluggish. And I was like, That's exactly how I feel. Everything feels heavy, and my mind works way faster than my tongue can. So there are days you'll see me when I say, "Oh, I'm so tired. I'm sorry if I'm mumbling, chumbling those words." That's because I'm feeling sluggish, right? My tongue can't keep up with what my mind wants to, like, put out. Getting a point? So it's exactly that, and that's exactly what they said. So I would try to minimize it as much as I can. It's very difficult to just like outrightly like kick out processed food from your diet. I know that is also a challenge, but I will just try to do it as much as I can. All right. So having said that, okay. And yes, I got a download. Oh yaar, again I forgot to get my laptop. It's right there in my bag though, but no, I'm not gonna like get up and no, I won't. So I'm gonna just tell you there is I got this download literally at yes please. क्या कर रहे हो, क्या चाहिए, फिर से चार्जर चाहिए? अरे let him go. You have 5 4 3 2 1. ओ भाई, इतना तो पता है उसमें होता है, वो क्या होते हैं जो पतंग उड़ाने के लिए मांझे होते हैं जितने चार्जर की वायर्स है आपके पास. Okay, so okay, let him. We are waiting, sir. Oh yeah, okay, bye. बंद कर देना प्लीज दरवाजा. Okay, back to our reading. That was my husband, of course. So okay, so what else? I got this download at this morning. You know what time? It was like close to. It was almost 5 a.m. I think it was 4:45. Between 4, yeah, sometime between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. I know I had to get up. I am telling you, I had to get up, and the song was, I had to like listen to it. And that's what I was thinking, why am I being made to listen to this song? It's a very beautiful song though, as in it just seems very beautiful. At least I haven't really paid that much attention to the lyrics, but you do it. I'm giving you this homework. If I had the laptop, I would have opened it and would have talked about it right away, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not getting up and getting that laptop. You do it. I'm giving you this work. The song is from this movie F1, the good one, one of the best movies this year, yaar. Jisko nahi pasand, but I to loved the movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and it resonated with me because it just, I think it talked about it for various reasons, and it's not because I'm a Brad Pitt fan. In fact, I'm not a Brad Pitt fan, and I still loved it. I'm not a fan of his acting, wasn't a fan of his acting, but I loved the movie so much, despite and in spite everything. So it's a great movie. You must watch it if you haven't already. You must watch it. And so there's this song, and song's name is Lose My Mind, I think. Something like that. It's about losing mind. So it is Lose My Mind, something like that. So somebody, I don't know, I was having like this moment that early in the morning, I do not know, or maybe it was like IST here and wherever they were was like during the day, I do not know, but I felt it in my spirit, and somebody was having like a breakdown. It just seems like it did not seem like a very happy thing. It was almost like somebody was scared of something, like, when you're like not terrified but like scared, like you just come to a certain realization. I do not know, it was like a breakdown moment, and it wasn't a breakthrough. Please hear me carefully. It wasn't a breakthrough moment. In fact, Divine just reminded me, I was watching my husband actually was last night was watching this Jerry Maguire, that movie Jerry Maguire. The name of the movie is Jerry Maguire, right? That Tom Cruise movie. And then in between there's that, when Tom Cruise has that moment, right, which is a breakdown moment, but it is also a breakthrough moment. Oh, Divine, that could be it. So it could be that this person was probably having that realization. This dang, this is a confirmation. I'll take that as a confirmation. That's my husband doing dang, whatever he's doing there. So it could be this moment, like losing my mind, could be someone having that breakdown moment, which is actually a breakthrough moment. Like for them, that is like important. That, like I said, divine does this thing. If they could be having their spiritual awakening, they could be realizing, or it may not be something as as deep as a spiritual awakening. They could be just realizing some truth. Either way, take it, it could be at either end of the spectrum. All right, it could just be a sudden realization that could have hit them hard, but it was like really in the morning. Yeah, like it was like between 4:30 and 5, and I think it was closer to 5 a.m. And divine made me get up. I had to hear that song, but I love the melody so much. I think I just ended up enjoying the song, and the melody was beautifully sung. Yeah, the music is dope. I love all the songs. In fact, the least favorite song in the entire album, I think, is like the Rosie's. So imagine if Rosie's song is my least favorite in the entire album, the album must be so fantabulous, right? And I think this one has got Doja Cat, rapping. So I think she's my favorite rapper. She has to be. She's the best. Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat, but I think I lean towards Doja Cat more, right? So anyways, just listen to this song, and I think it might be it. Even if it was something where it may not be, like I said, I repeat, it may not be a big spiritual awakening level of event. It might be way smaller, but it is an important event in this person's life, whoever this is. Important event. It like went through a sudden realization, and God had to like break them, maybe, or this instance broke their heart really. Like Jerry Maguire did happen, right? Like he literally lost. It just loses his mind in a way, right? A sudden realization is when all your entire belief system shatters, right? It becomes like, it just collapses on you, on yourself, on your ego, isn't it? That's what like happens when he went through something like this. And then from that, his breakthrough moment, took birth. It's exactly like this, I think, for this person. If he or she, whoever this is, if you haven't experienced that breakthrough moment, it is coming. Maybe that breakdown moment for you is not, it's going to be like, it probably divine wanted to give you a milder experience. Maybe it's going to stretch it over a little period of time for you to like just keep thinking about it, and maybe the change will come eventually. But that breakthrough moment is on its way. If it hasn't come in already, although it did seem like it was like quite, it was very frightful for this person. Yeah, that's the correct word. Thank you, divine. It was very frightful. I won't say like a scary in the sense of like this person would be like, oh my god, something. Not like oh my god, not that moment. It's like like I just said, your belief system collapses. Something that you believe in, truly from the bottom of your heart, you believe in something, that this is right, and you suddenly come to know that that wasn't right. It was in fact the opposite. Something like that. I do not know. It was very early in the morning, but anyways, okay. It was nice for me to just catch up to that song, because otherwise generally I don't get the time of the day to like listen to that. But yeah, thank you. But I hope and pray that you're feeling better, whoever it is, and just you'll get through it. And if it has been given to you, just understand every time something like this happen, and there'll be, if this is spiritual awakening, congratulations. It's going to be like much more painful now. You've got to get a lot of experiences. It's going to not just be this. Maybe you've just been warmed up, but it's going to leave you. It's going to, like I said, use this word too much today, but let me just think of something else. It's going to like bring about another version of you, many versions of you. It's not going to be just one, like this collapses and this gives birth, and this is the end. From this only this comes. No, you keep on changing. Like it's periodic. With every season you change, with every season you change, with every challenge, should you choose to. But if you want to be stuck in that same cycle, you take those same decisions, you do not learn from your experiences, then you remain the same. But when you learn from your experiences and you move forward, you make those changes, you take divine's advice, you get another version of yourself, and you keep changing. That's how versions on versions on versions on versions. and everything upgraded, everything, much more happier, brighter, much more deeper, you know. And you're now like, you'll eventually, like, after, like, if this is a spiritual awakening, in about like an year or two, you'll be like unrecognizable. Like, literally, you would not sound the same, you won't look the same, you won't feel the same, you won't walk and talk the same. It would be a complete different personality altogether. People who knew you in the past won't be able to recognize you even. And this has happened with me. Like, people like, huh, that's you. And it's not just about like changing, like getting your hair cut or something, not that kind of like cosmetic change. I really mean like changes in the energy that you emit is going to be, epic. So yes, painful, but nothing comes easy, bro. Nothing good comes easy. All right, so just giddy up. All right, so that was that. Okay, so I didn't cover the whole strong and steadfast, be strong and steadfast. Oh, it could be for you. It could be for you. So what Divine wanted to say, oh, well timed. Divine, thank you. So it says, be strong and steadfast. Do not fear, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. All right, this is for both the spirits. Someone who's exhausted. It could be that group also that feeling exhausted, tired, and they're like, just like, it's not ending, it's never ending, I'm so tired, that kind of, that Divine is saying, just be strong and steadfast. Just, like I said, suck it up and just keep doing, keep going. All right. And for the ones who are just having their breakthrough, just so you know, don't be scared by the whole experience. Just don't be scared by like feeling like, oh my god, everything I knew was like, a shadow version. You're probably dealing with the shadow version of yourself. Literally, you never knew the light version of you. Everything was shadow. You were dealing with shadow, and you were attached to the shadow version. It was very comfortable. It's very easy to, like I said, the hate sells easy. The shadow version is way more comfortable. It's very easier. Comfortable in the sense, way easier. To deal, let's say if you had to like live life through your shadow version, it would be way easier. Way easier. No challenges really. Do whatever it takes. It's like, again, the Machiavelli, way of thinking and acting, that it doesn't. But you would like live your life through the Gita. It would be way more tougher. It would be way more challenging. But yes, if you had to like read Machiavelli's teachings and follow his ideology, it would be easier. So this is not going to be easy. Nothing good. Like I said earlier, nothing good comes easy. Nothing good. And anything that comes easy is not good. So you should just know, be able to deduce it from there. All right. So it's going to be difficult. Yes. I'm not going to lie. I'll crush you. Yes, most likely. There'll be days you literally won't have the physical capacity to get up. Absolutely correct. But would you still be able to get up? Yes. Why? Because be strong and steadfast. Do not fear, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Your Divine is with you. All you have to do is just put faith, keep one foot in front of the other, and it becomes much easier. Way easier. Okay? So those were my, I think, downloads. Let me see if I have like not covered something. Apollo, I did. And also Apollo. See, he's bringing me back to Apollo. Something about Apollo. He is recognized as the god of archery, and he's an oracular god. Something about him being an oracular god, the god of prophecy. Something about that. Greek often associates his name with a verb, Apollon, which means to destroy. Oh, yeah, I had written this down, but I like totally forgot about it. Greeks often associated his name with a verb in Greek language, which is Apollon, all right, which means to destroy. See, to destroy. So yeah, he's here for a reason. Why is Apollo manifesting in our readings? God Apollo. Yeah, he's here to destroy something. So I don't know if he's on a mission of his own. I don't know. He's here to destroy. And there are other meanings in that are like associated with him, which are like redemption, assembly. Wow. Redemption. See, he's here to redeem somebody, here to like, could Apollo be here to redeem a chosen one, to help a chosen one? And assembly what? If you remember this assembly, it takes you back to like when Captain America says, Avengers, assemble. That, you know, that iconic dialogue in that end game. Yeah, Avengers, assemble. When he just calls out, he's the leader of the army, of the Avengers army, and he says, it just took me back to that same leader feel, right? Redemption. They were also avengers. They were also like redeeming, right? Avenging something. So this is also on, Apollo is also associated with redemption. So I think yes, he's like literally the same kind of feeling, like a warrior feeling. He's coming on his chariot, although his chariot is drawn by beautiful delicate swans, and he is also associated with music and poetry, those delicate parts as well. But he's also like the god of archery, of, you know, and so I do feel he's like the perfect embodiment of your divine masculine and divine feminine. You know, when a masculine, when he's in I'm sure like a masculine god, he's also in touch with his more softer side, the feminine side. That's why he's just a perfect one. That's why he's used to be called, he's represented as the ideal, you know. He was like the most beautiful god. Why? Because he had both of those aspects of himself, you know, like fully filled, right, in a sense. Oh, that's so cute. I do not know what he's here to redeem someone. If he's manifesting himself here, he's here to redeem. Who knows who evoked him? He came on his own. Dude, I was like literally talking about Atlas, and every time this happened like 20 times, and like then I got spooked in a way, in the sense, and like that Apollo is here. There's no denying it. He's here. Alright, so he's most welcome, and we are very happy to like welcome Apollo to our reading, and also to, you know, to this chosen one's life who is being helped by him, who's being redeemed by him. That's really beautiful. Let me see if there's something about sound. I do not know what about it. I don't have clarity on it, but it just came in. Sound. That's it. Sound. I don't know the left or right of it. It's just a sound. So I'll take it to God and I'll come back to you with the clarification. For now, it is just sound. Really, that's it. Sound. Okay. Okay. For now, I think these are my downloads. If I've missed anything, they'll come to me. Should we do 47 minutes? I think we should just let Tarot be today. Let it be today. I think we have our messages. Okay, hang on. Should do my cards just for the sake of it. Let's just do my cards. We'll just take out a few. Let's just take out, let's say, these. Let's take these out. What do we have on top here? Here, distinct, and below distinct is what, you know, spiritual warfare. I'm telling you, there's a lot of negative energy here, extremely negative energy in just me, just in my environment, in just me reading this. There's like a lot of it. Like this candle, just I literally opened it in front of you guys and it's gone, guys. It's gone. So anyways, I have another one, don't worry. Okay, so what did we get? We got observe. Okay, observe. All right, observe. All right, pay attention to your environment. You will get clues. That's how you'll get your downloads also. If it all not your downloads, then you get a lot of clarifications from your environment. So just observe. And if there's a lot of spiritual warfare around you, then I urge you to like observe your like surroundings. Just pay attention. Be quiet. That's all you need to do. Be quiet and pay attention. That's it. Mental. Okay, yeah, mental. Spiritual warfare is a lot of psychological warfare as well. Although there's a there's a difference to it. But a lot of time that spiritual warfare manifests itself in our life through mental, psychological warfare, you know. Okay, a lot of times. I'm not saying that's it spiritual warfare doesn't equals mental thing only. No, that's just an aspect of it. Hi, cursed. What is cursed here? Is someone trying to just like hex you or something? I don't care. Food. We just talked about. I told you how divine was like. Excuse me, confirmation again. I'm telling you. So no, okay. So it is for you. Double confirmation, guys. No, nothing on the food bit. You have to like cut out your processed food. Pay attention to what you eat. That could be exhausting you. It could just be like, because a lot of these foods, what do they crash your system right after a while. Suddenly you feel lethargic. Like I said, divine said, I feel sluggish. Like they meant me, that you feel sluggish after you eat that. That's why. So we don't want like, try not. They didn't say try not to, quite honestly. They said no, quite honestly. That's how. And speak over it. Okay, so speak over it. Speak over whatever this negative energy, just speak over it. Call Apollo is right here to help you guys. Call for Archangel Michael, call for Kali Ma, call for Durga Ma, call for Mahadev, call for Sri Hari, whoever you believe in. Call for Apollo. I'm telling you, just call Apollo, evoke him, say you're here, come help me. Please just ward off this evil energy from around me, in and around me. Say that. All right. Weak. It's here to weaken you. Weaken your mind space. All right. You could have a very sharp mind, my collective. People could be noticing that you have a very sharp mind. All right. They could have observed you and they could have figured that you are like really sharp. You think really sharp. Yeah, you think differently than others. Right? Your angle of your perspective is quite interesting. It's different and it's valid. Right? So you're supposed to be just, and to probably speak those and probably like articulate your thoughts really well also. But there's this curse thing. So they see it and they might be like, it's not like somebody will be doing something, but they just might be evil eyeing you for something. So just pay attention. All these things are like for you. All these signs and everything is for you. I'm doing this reading for you guys. All right. So just see it. If it all is, might not be as dramatic as this. If you know what I mean. Take this as a hint. Somebody might be just sending you evil eye. You need to just speak over it. All right. And just pay attention to your food, guys. Trust it. There is no way around it. They're trying to probably weaken your mind through, again, like I said, like in my case, they said it makes me sluggish. So in your case also, it could do something to your mental faculties, your food. You need good food in your body to fuel your system, right? So just make those changes, all right? They're trying to weaken it. So all that MSG that you have been like partying on, you need to like, cut it down a notch at least. Start tonight. First, something about first. First is right under observe. Okay, what else? Taken. Something about taken. Okay, first taken. Taken is under mental. Then we have divulge. These are very, if you see, they are very sly kinds, very proxy energy kinds, right? Observe, weak, taken, divulge, cursed. Isn't that a very proxy kind of energy? Like very underhanded, negative, passive energy, no? There is no way around it. You do have a lot of evil eye around you. You need to like speak on it, speak over it. You could have could be like a great manifestor, like a master manifestor. Just speak over it. And if you're not like a master manifestor, then begin. Just believe. All right? Instead of being exhausted by all this negative energy surrounding you, just realize it's just energy and you have power over it and you can change it any second you like, and you can send it back. Just teach them a lesson so that they don't try it again. Send it back. Or alchemize it, whichever way you choose that day, that moment. All right? Good deeds. Good deeds is under food. Okay, good deeds is under food. You're been asked to make better choices when it comes to food. Make better choices. That message is loud and clear, bro. Loud and clear. I just ate something now. Otherwise, in the entire day, I did not eat any processed food. Like, I think other than having a mug of coffee, yaar, usko chhod ke nothing. I ate nothing stupid. Nothing at all. I didn't even like had lunch today. Like, I just had my fruits. That's it. I had such a clean day. Merit. Something about merit. Speak. Merit. So again, like I said, your tongue, you could be a master manifester. So you can speak things into existence. Merit is right under speak. You could speak things into existence. So just do it. Do it. Speak over this negative energy. All right. Devotion is right under weak. So see, it's nothing. It's just your devotion will take over that weakness that you're feeling in terms of your resolve, in terms of drive, in terms of just like general energy or vibration. If you're feeling weak, it's nothing. Just speak over it and just suck it up. Just do it anyways. Like, just do it anyways. Right? Really. Whatever you feel. Oh, and then help. Oh. Help, divine aid. So there is weak, there is help. There is help available. Divine is right here. What was that? Divine said, be steady and be, what was it? Be strong and steadfast. So just the opposite of weak. Divine is asking you to just resolve, be strong and steadfast. Stand your ground. Divine promise of assistance. Divine is promising you assistance. I told you the name of the chapter was Divine Promise of Assistance, Joshua, chapter 1. Divine Promise of Assistance. Help is right here. Apollo is here to help you. God, who are you? Hermit mode. Hermit mode. Again, you've been asked to speak, spread light. See, hermit mode again, that card. An elderly wise man with a lantern in his hand. He's just, bringing light into the world by way of his words, his wisdom, his positive thinking. So you have been encouraged to speak it into not just your environment, into other people's environment as well. All right, so just speak positivity into it. Just say good things, and whatever negative you feel, negative things, just speak over it. All right. Hermit mode. You've been asked to take on the hermit mode. Observe, learn from it, and then speak over it. Right? Just learn. And if you just see there's like negative energy around you, negativity trying to impact you, just speak over it. What else we got? Okay, hermit mode. We're going to put that here. Then marriage. Ooh, marriage. Marriage is like literally. We got taken and then we got marriage. We got taken earlier and then we have marriage. I do not know who is getting married. Yeah, someone's here. Oh, we got this earlier also, marriage and proposal. I think about in the last read or the one before that. Someone's getting married. Yeah. किसी की शादी हो रही है, बस जब तक शादी होगी नहीं यहाँ पे marriage proposal taken ये सब आता रहेगा. Right? Oh, and property or inheritance. Okay, let me just speak over this first. Property or inheritance. It could literally be like literal 3D property that is coming to you. All right. I don't know if it was like taken by someone earlier. I do not know if that was yours and it was like, stolen by somebody. I do not know if at all. Or something. This property or this inheritance, it could literally be divine inheritance. Or it could be inheritance or spiritual gifts, like your divine inheritance that someone's trying to take. That could also be it. But I don't feel that so much right now. I feel there is like a literal 3D property or inheritance for you, or something, let's say, even if it is like a 5D thing, a spiritual thing, it still can manifest. You have the power and ability to turn that into something in 3D. Get my point? And this marriage, on like more serious note, when I said marriage, somebody's getting married, I do believe someone's getting married around us collective. We'll come to know, we'll get that card, I guess, right? But this could also be a marriage, just like Apollo. I just told you that Apollo has such a great balance of his masculine and feminine sides, and it's like a perfect divine union. That is the union that is why he's a god, right? That is the perfect divine union that we are, that we aspire to have within ourselves. And these are the gods that are inspiring us, right? So this marriage could literally be that marriage, that perfect union of divine masculine and feminine inside of us. So if you're like feminines, we're not supposed to be just be one way. We're supposed to have that leadership skill, that energy, that initiative energy, that fiery energy, that creator energy inside us. We should also have that, right? When we have that, when we have a balance of both, of that nurturing motherly energy, of that, the Prakriti energy, that Mother Parvati energy, and when we have Lord Shiva's energy as well, both of them combined, it makes, that perfect Shiva Shakti. I think I see more of this as that Shiva Shakti moment. You could be having that Shiva Shakti moment, and once you have this, oh my gosh, if this, you're the yin and yang, when they are balanced, you just look like divine. You will be a walking, talking God, really. Like child of God, you look like God. I'm telling you, this is all, like, I'm not saying you'll be God in the sense like they are gods, like over and above us. I'm just saying like literally an embodiment of their energy. You look like that. All right, so perfect, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful energy all around. Just please, 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay, so to just like a quick wrap up, this is again the food bit. Yeah, just make better decisions. I promise, and I want you to just join me in that promise. Okay, better decisions on food. This is critical. This I feel it is critical, and the way it was given to me was very serious. It was like, see, that's why this, and that's why that, and this can impact your spiritual progress as well. Let me just put that there. It's not just okay, it just makes me sluggish and I just feel heavy and that's it. No, this is what was given to me by the divine, that this can actually impact your spiritual gift or gifts, depending on how blessed you are. Okay, so that being that, this is important. And then it is something about you observing and learning, speaking over things. So those are two main messages about the food, and then speaking over the negative energy. Speak over it. Tell them who you are. Tell them who your daddy is, You work for the divine team. The negative energy should not be able to bother you at all. Absolutely not. If they come around you, they should be the ones who should be scared. Something like that. They should be scared to be around you. Right? In a good way. I'm not saying that you should be like a Gabbar Singh or something. Building. Something about building. Alright. You could be building things. You could be in the co-creator energy. And if you're tired, then just rejuvenate yourself. Eat better. Maybe you'll not be so tired. Deity. Apollo came in today. Apollo. This is Apollo's reading. Really is. Okay, so god of prophecy. So he's already here. So he's probably here to or Roja has given to me. I think he's probably here to protect a prophecy. Help a prophecy. If there has been attacked, there's somebody who's chosen to do there's a God's purpose that is lined up. There's something that is fated to happen. And certain people have been chosen for that purpose and for that mission, for that particular mission. And there could be people trying to come in the way, thinking that, oh my God, it was so much fun if you just come in God's way. Kaunsa God. So it's the Apollo is oh, let me just come here. He's, like I said, if he's here and he's so he's the god of, he's that oracular god. I'm repeating that it makes sense to you guys also. He's the oracular god. Internalize this. He's a god of prophecy. So he's here to help a prophet. He's probably here to help a chosen one, or help that divine assistance, the divine promise of assistance. And you got the help card also, and Joshua said divine promise of assistance. So if Apollo has probably been sent here to see through that prophecy happens, that mission is accomplished. Oh my God, is Apollo here for that? Yeah. Okay, I'll leave you with that thought. Think about it, ponder about it, all right? And if whoever wants to evoke Apollo, please evoke him. He's right here. I think he wants to help you. So just be thankful and grateful to him and evoke him and ask for his assistance. Ask for him to help you. Just like for even angels, there's that rule. I told this rule, I think, about like a million years ago. Let me repeat that if I haven't done that in the recent times. For if you want angelic help, you need to ask them for help. Like, they are not otherwise allowed by the universal laws. They are not allowed to intervene in your life on their own. They could be right here, but if you don't want their help, in the sense you don't call for their help, they won't be able to help you. So you have to ask for their help. You have to be thankful for their help, of course. Please be thankful to them and grateful to them. But you have to ask for it. Ask it, yes, Archangel Michael, please help me, please guard me, please protect me. So you have to ask for it. So just the same way, I think it's just that somebody might have asked for this help, and that divine promise of assistance is here, in Apollo. So be strong and steadfast, and don't be worried. Do not fear, not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. All right. So on that note, my collective, I'll leave you with this thought. Please think about him. Please be thankful to him. Please talk to him. Try to evoke him and talk to him. All right. Okay. And that's it. That's it for now. I will it's 1 hour 6 minutes, so not so bad, but 11:15 on the clock, so I've got things to do. I will catch you again very soon. Until then, have a good night. Bye.